till they need me, shine till they see me, be that role model till the kids won't beat me.
Thank you so much for coming on again. Congratulations on your new project.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I know you've been busy up and down, but thank you for taking out your time. Always when I call you, ready. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. No problem.
Yeah. So how you been? You know, I always ask how you been spiritually, mentally, physically.
Yeah, I've been in a good space recently. Spiritually, I've been, just in tune, trying to I guess you can say explore, a different part of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be sometimes overwhelming at times, but I mean overall, I've been in a good space. Uh Physically, the same way. I think I could be better though. Like honestly, I need to start working out, you know. Yeah, well, one of my peoples came by the other day, and he started encouraging me. Like I'm at a point now in life where I have to be not only mentally stable but physically stable as well. So that's why I fall short. But I'll get it together. Get in the gym, turn some of this fat into muscle.
Mm-hmm. I know it right myself. I'm thinking about going to the gym, but
yeah,
get up in the morning. Yeah.
yeah. Life takes hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, thanks again for having me, man. You already know it's nothing.
Yeah, it's okay. And again, congratulations. So let's talk about the EP. It's called Victory, right?
Yes, victory. Yes.
What's the inspiration behind that?
So Victory is a collaboration project between me and a fellow MC, my brother, and friend by the name of Fofo and CO.Z. This is the project. It's an EP called Victory. So it's me and him. And the inspiration just basically came by. We just wanted to put something out there that was lyrically inclined, something that had also a lot of culture in it.
Yeah.
Something that represented hip hop, something that represented Liberia, something that represented Africa, West Africa, something that the world could gravitate to. So that's how that came about. We worked with several producers. It was mainly mixed and mastered by K Beats, but we had Sean Reckless as one of the producers, as well as K Beats and the late Philly Beats. Philly Beats is one of the producers on it too. So that's how that whole compilation basically just came about.
Yeah, I listened to it. It's a very good project. What is it like? Because I know most of the time artists will be with record label that are not theirs. So what is it like having your own record label and then you are the artist under that label?
Well, the freedom, first of all, to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and the main thing is owning my own music and owning my own masters, and I am my own master. That is definitely few advantages of having your own label and being under your own label. The disadvantage is we don't have that capital, that a bigger record label or a bigger distribution company would have. You
Yeah.
understand? That could help to carry out the operations, whether it's for distribution or for promotion or marketing purposes. But again, it's still, freedom is better than that. I could do what I want. I drop when I want, drop the type of music I want, and I own everything that I do. from the masters to the publishing. I own everything.
Yeah, that's amazing because it helps you in a long run. In the future, you can be able to have access to your royalties and your own creative process. You're in control, so that's amazing. Do you
Yeah,
have other
absolutely,
artists
absolutely.
besides you on the label?
Right now, no, we don't have any artists. We had a few artists that we worked with. The last artist that we worked with was Zio, and since then we've been basically just working on some of work that I have and exploring new talent.
Yeah,
Again, Liberty Entertainment. Just not to get anything misconstrued to the people out there. It's not actually a record label. It's an entertainment company which comprises of artist management, event planning, and promotional activities, right? So we work with different artists. We go through just minimal contracts with certain artists, who we can deal with. We plan events for our own company and for other organizers that may need event planners. We do promotions and marketing and things of that nature.
okay. Yeah, that's great. So let's go back to the EP. What would you say?
Right.
What would you say
Yeah.
is different from this one from the previous one? What maybe because I like your sound, I know you have a certain sound, but what's really the difference
Mhm.
from
Uh, yeah, that's a good question. Well, the difference is one, this is the first project that I have done with my brother Fofo. Like people don't know, but Fofo is actually uh someone who I've grown up with like most of my adult life and most of my youth into adult life. So as an artist, this is my first time working just on a project with him, where it's a collaborative project between us. Two, musically is different from my previous projects, as in this EP, the Victory EP has a bunch of samples on it, where we sampled uh old records and we took them and we flipped them and the music just sounds different. It sounds classic, but it's new. So that was one of the big differences there. Like we got this was the first time I really not the first time I sampled a Liberian artist, but an older artists. We got this song on there that's called Good Morning, Good Night, and it was a sample from Miata Fambule. She blessed us and let us sample that. So that's a different kind of sound. We also sampled another one of her songs and other old school classics. So that's the difference there. This is it has a lot of samples in it.
yeah. And thank you for bringing that point up. So most of the times, especially in today's day where we have a lot of simple music, a lot of artists with simple old school music. So when you decided to do the legendary Miata family music, after did
Right.
she listen to the final project? What was her response like?
Oh yeah, she loved it. She loved it. It was she been with us through the whole process of making the song.
Mhm.
Even when we before we could like release it or whatever, but when we first got to her initially, like she heard it and just started dancing and started going crazy. So yeah, she loved it. And her reception was real good from it. So we got more stuff to sample. We do gonna sample. We're gonna sample some more. But it was good that she embraced us. As the new generation of artists that's even considering sampling. A legend, like you said. An icon.
Mhm.
For people that don't know, Ente Miata, Miata is the most You understand? She had one of the biggest record labels in the world at the time. You know, she's traveled the world. So to get her blessing, I really, you know, it felt like love, man. It felt like love. It is, you know, it's 100% love, man.
Yeah. Were you kind of scared because somebody like her, if you're sampling her music, were you from the beginning when you went to the studio, when you thought about it, were you kind of that's a little bit scared? Oh, I hope it, because when people do samples, sometimes
Hmm.
they don't come out right, or they kind of mess it up, and then people be like, okay, you just leave the old school music as it is. Were you
Right,
scared?
right, right. Truthfully, it
Mhm.
is true that, you know, sometimes it has been recorded that an artist whose song was sampled, you know, they didn't feel it, or they felt that they fell short, you know, and they didn't do the record justice. But for me, honestly, for me and Fofo, we had absolutely no like thoughts of her, you know, rejecting the record, or we didn't have any thoughts that she wasn't gonna like it. From the minute, you know, I heard the track and was like, "Look, I'm gonna sample this." I knew then right there, like you know, she's gonna rock with it, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna rock with it, so she's gonna rock with it. So no, I truthfully, I never had any because what you saying is true. Like, you know, you don't want to get on, you know, a classic record of a artist who, you know, had hits or had, you know, real great records, and you get on the record and remix it and, you know, just mess everything up. You
Yeah.
understand? But I had the conviction and the inspiration when I was doing it that it was no way it could fail. You know?
And then sometimes the artist might like it, but then the audience, the way they receive it, it might not be too good. But
Right, right.
once it was great, and then she likes it, that's amazing. And again, talking about the legendary Miata family, right? So
Right.
she embraced you and let you sample her songs. What do you? I know we don't have many. I would say legendary. There are few, but it's not like international, like America. We got a lot of older people
Mm-hmm.
in the music business. We have like people that heard that the late Fatu Gifler. Just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
do you think those few who are still alive? Do you think you guys get a lot of support from them?
You know, that's a good question, man. That's a definitely a good question. You know, um,
And then can I come in
truthfully,
quickly?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead,
Because
go
like you
ahead.
said, I think it's my first time to actually hear somebody like her to really work with, you know, this generation of artists.
Hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there to be honest, from my opinion,
Hmm.
there is a disconnect
Yeah.
uh with the older generation of Liberian artists to the new generation of Liberian artists. You know, even though, you know, few a select handful of artists might work with each other cross generation, but I mean, for the most part, the new artists, they only working with new artists. The older
Yeah.
artists, you know, they only rocking with the older artists. Only a few of them that you might see, you know, uh working every now and then together and stuff like that. But I mean, just to be fair, uh you know, the world is moving fast right now, and now with social media, you know, everybody is on the net and moving faster, and sometimes, you know, some of these artists that come from, you know, the older generation where, you know, things were different, the industry was different, sometimes they cannot keep up with the current atmosphere of the industry. So you see artists that, you know, they kind of fall off a little bit, or they don't know how to adjust in this time, you know. But I mean, I think that's something that, yeah, we definitely need to work on, because regardless of that, there is always room for improvement, and there's always room for advice from artists that have been in the game before. You know, they are wise. There some things that they may know that can help the newer artists. So I think we need to help to bridge that, bridge that gap. And that's what we're doing by reaching out to, people like Enter Mata, Mata Fambule, to get on records and other, older Liberian artists, that are in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, because collaboration is needed too in the Liberian entertainment industry. And then, like you were saying, the older people, they kind of need your the artists, those like this generation of artists in Liberia, because when it comes to technology, even with the videos, if you compare older music videos to now, it's different. So with their ideas and their experience plus the technology and the new things that we are learning into this digital age, collaboration is definitely needed, and it's good you were able to even be thoughtful enough to see if you could sample her song and she agreed to it.
Right.
Great, yeah. What do you want people to take from this new project?
Oh man, just know that I'm a spitter, and know that Fofo is a spitter, and know that we're gonna deliver bars, and know that we're gonna deliver just great music all around. Just know that we're gonna deliver like again, my brother Fofo, this is like his first project on the scene in the Liberian scene industry, when it comes to music. So he's doing, like a lot of runs, and a lot of people been like, yo, who's Fofo? Dude, he killed it. But
Right,
for
I need
me,
to
I
check
knew
him
that my
out.
whole life.
Yeah, it's my first time actually hearing about him.
Yeah, he was on the Beat Win Cypher, and he been killing stuff, since last year. But that's what I want people to get from it. When me and Fofo was doing a project, we was like, look, this is a project that, is just for the people. We're throwing it out there just for people to receive it, love it, especially, our core fans, people that know where we come from, people that have been following the movement for a while. And hopefully, we can make some new fans in the process, make some new supporters, people that love what, we do, the type of, rhymes we spit, the people that love Liberian music, love the culture. That's what we want.
Yeah, definitely. So I know this question where some artists will kind of shy away from this question. So you have a favorite, people will say, that's my baby. Do you have a favorite song on that
Uh, wow. Actually, to be honest,
project?
it's I don't because I have favorite
Oh
songs.
God.
I have songs like it can't just be like one. It's too many. Or maybe you speaking for this project, for the Victory
Yeah,
project.
for this particular one.
Oh man, yeah, even that I can't name it down to one.
You
But I
sounded
could say
like
I
some
could.
kind of like woman. Like my mom, if you ask her who's your favorite child, she'll be like, I love everyone. So okay, that's a
Oh yeah,
that's
exactly. You love everyone, man. You love all your kids. You can't leave all the babies behind, man. You can't
right.
leave one behind and say I love this one more than the other. But honestly, no. Let me keep it real with you. I do have a favorite or two. Victory, the theme song, that gets a lot of place. I just love that. That's it's dope. And uh man, I would say 24 hours. I like 24
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, I like that one. That's the one. It was so dope. We just had to do the video for it. When we released the EP. So yeah, those are the two right there. But I love all of them, man. All of them are my favorite.
Thank you for the mom answer.
Yeah, I gotta relate to Bob's on that one. Mm.
Yeah, so you do talent management, you got a record label. So now you are sitting in the seat as an artist and a manager, a business owner. When you're working on a project for you personally, how do you know if this is going to be a hit, or maybe one song on that EP, or if it's an album you're working on? How do you know if this is going to be a hit, if this is going to really, really do well?
Well, honestly, you don't. You don't. There's no way to know in the music industry what song is going to hit. Now, sometimes you might have a certain instinct, or you might just feel, you know, very strong about a certain record,
Mhm.
and it comes out and it flops. It doesn't do what you expected it to do. But then you do a song that, maybe you feel you could have did more, or a song that you weren't 100% satisfied with, and you put it out there anyway, and the song hits.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's no way for you to know that. When I do music, I just do music. I don't think which one is going to hit or not. I just know some, like what for me when I make music, I just know which songs I like the most. Which are basically all of them. But I never really know,
I
like,
was about
okay,
to catch you right there. I was about to catch you right
yeah, bro. I let all my son that I can do. I like it. I can't lie.
there. I believe
Yeah,
you.
sometimes if I don't like it, I'll be like, I can put it out. Yeah, I let all my son out. So yeah, no, but that's the answer to that. I never know which one is gonna be, a banger, or which one is not gonna be, a banger. Sometimes you hope for something and it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Do you think your Liberian artists get a lot of support from the fans or from each other, one another?
That's a good question too. Okay, it's a two-part question. One, do I feel like we get and I say we
Love,
Liberian artists,
yeah,
yeah,
enough. I know you get support, but do you think it's
yeah.
enough from the audience and from one
Let
another?
me let me that's a very good question, and let me answer it. Okay, one, from the fans, yes and no.
Mm,
Now, I say yes and no because, okay, the fans that are let's put it this way. The fans that are living in Liberia,
mhm,
most of the grassrooters, or whatever you want to call them, but those that live in Liberia, you know, they have the passion. Right now, it has grown for the love of their artists, their you know singers or rappers or whatever.
mhm.
But sometimes, it's all just, it's just hype,
Yeah,
because an artist that y'all claim y'all love so much will have his concert and charge, for you to come and see that live experience and feel the love and feel the performance.
mhm,
And the fans don't want to pay to go in, and his show is whack,
mhm.
you know?
Yeah,
So all the noise you've been making, you love Liberian artists, you love the music, you love this, but you can't go to pay, to see your artist, but you were paid in to go see another foreign artist.
yeah,
You understand? If you charge that same amount. So that's why I mean yes and no. But then again, that comes to with, it's just, Liberia, me and my boys, we have arguments about it all the time. Liberia, it's a hard country. It's a third world country. We're the poorest country in the world. People looking for food to eat. You understand? So sometimes they don't have that type of disposable income to just go, and really support the artists like they need to. Now, the fans outside of Liberia, right?
mhm,
If somebody's in the first world country or something doing something like that, he's making a little ends meet. He has that type of money to, go and support the artist when a Liberian artist leaves for their go for shows. He can buy the artist merchandise or whatever, because he and besides that, he really love it and he has the means to support, so he's going to support. You
yeah,
understand? So that's how I feel about the fans.
yeah,
I love you. I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm just, I love the fans. I love my fans. They go hard for me. But I'm just speaking the truth.
yeah,
When it comes to that, nowadays we got streaming. Liberian artists, the fans, y'all need to go on really stream the numbers.
yeah.
So now you ask the question too. Now, how do I feel about amongst ourselves? Do I feel like we get the support amongst ourselves as artists, right? That was the second, that was like the second one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That too is in between. You understand? It's in between. Now, uh the truth is, it doesn't matter what industry it is,
Mm-hmm.
what music industry around the world in any country, every artist or everybody's not going to get along. You know, that's just the way of life. Everybody's not going to be friendly all the time. And, but when it's time for the overall goal, everybody's, going to find some type of way to support, each other. And we have been starting, we've started to realize that we need each other and we have to support each other. We have to, whether it's sharing a flyer on social media or it's, an artist showing up to another artist show, without even, I'll go to the show and go pay. They'll see me in the crowd. Everybody go crazy, whether it's artists reaching out to other artists for collaborations. We still fall short in that area. We need to work on that. Everybody right now, everybody feet it too big. Nobody ain't made it yet. Let's keep it real. You have people that are at certain levels, but no Liberian artist has hit that, stardom that we compare to like other Nigerian artists or other African artists, Tanzanian artists or South African artists or, American artists. So we all need to work together so that whoever, we can support that can hit that level, and we all win. So that's how I feel, on that situation as far as the artists supporting each other. It's starting, I can't lie. It's a little bit, on a 50-50 level, but we need to do more.
Yeah,
Artists, we need to support each other more. Yeah.
that's a very good answer. And then that leads me to the other point. When it comes to African music, I know this generation of artists in Liberia, or let's just say Liberian artists, whether in Liberia or
Right.
abroad, they haven't reached to that level internationally yet. And so, what do you think? So, as compared to other African artists who are getting to that point, or they are already there, where internationally you see them on big stages, you see them with the in London, you see them when they come here. Burna Boy said he sold out Madison Square Garden, all of that, right?
Yep.
So yeah, other artists, other African artists are getting there. What do you think that we need to do, or the artists, Liberian artists, need to do differently to get to that stage? Or just Liberian as a whole, when it comes to support from the fans, when it comes to artists, movement, advancement, what do you think what do you think we are doing differently that we haven't gotten to that stage yet?
Yeah. That there's no single answer to that question. There's not like one answer, but I just to like kind of touch on the main things that we have to do as an industry to thrive and to be able to be
Mhm.
have support and be able to progress is one. The industry itself, we need to come together. And when I say come together, it means putting together those mechanisms, putting together those systems
Mhm.
that will allow the Liberian entertainers to generate income, to generate revenue. And that starts with like, okay, the music union putting in structures, right, that can help artists receive royalties from their music when it's played publicly or when it's played on the radio. You know, uh, that means the artists have to work with the promoters. Promoters have to work with the DJs and all the different um stakeholders of music have to come together. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's so many things that we have to do. We just talked about support. The fans need to really support the music when your artists go out there and put his blood, sweat, and tears in the record when he drops it, you go out there, share it, stream it 1,000,000 times, you know, show up to an artist show,
Yeah.
artists, when you get paid, you make sure you go back and take care of your family, you go back and take care of your DJs, you see your promoters, your radio personalities, people, like everything is not just like one thing that we need to do. You understand? But again, you know, those are just like a few things that I think that we need to work on, in order for us to progress to reach that next level. We need record labels. We need actual record labels, like
Yeah.
people that are into business. That there's a lot of Liberians out there that got a lot of money. You understand, but they don't know where to invest it into. And music is one of the most entertainment. Period is one of the most lucrative businesses around the world, and industries around the world. So we need to have artists that can have a real budget to go out there and have a technical team, to really go out there and make them some money, getting on international tours and having their music played on different radio around the world, and having their music streamed on different playlists from around the world. All that, it requires funds. It requires capital to be able to do that. So record labels, we need real record labels here that can help to build the structure. You understand?
Yeah. So yeah, no, you mentioned earlier on when it comes to support from the fans, where I understand the economy how it is in Liberia, right? But you mentioned that they will not really support artists in Liberia when it comes to live shows or concert, just because they might not have it, financially. But then what would you say for those who, when they have international artists coming to Liberia, you see how the sports complex can be for most people coming support? What do you think about that?
I think they are the problem. They are the problem. That's what I think about that. If a fan is going to pay $20 to go see artist X, $20 US to go see artist X that is a foreign artist, but you won't be crying when they charge $500 LD to go see Takun J, or they charge that same $20, for Bucket Raw or Christoph, or CIC or whoever artist, then you are, you are part of the problem.
Yeah.
That's how I feel it. You, the fan, are part of the problem. And I mean, you don't love us like how you say you do. Like if you can really go out there and support the artist, when an artist charge, do it. Go out there and do it, and support, because the music we hear, we're making it for y'all. We're making it for y'all, the fans. We putting our blood, sweat, and tears into it. People making sacrifices. So, we feel, even though at the end of the day too, as a business person, I understand the other side too. The artist too has to put in a little bit of work too to be able to be valuable. The artist got to put in work too. So I can't just blame the fans 100%. The artists too, we need to put ourselves together. We need to put ourselves in better positions, to make ourselves valuable, to have value to our craft.
Yeah, and that's why most people complain about that. Okay, if you want us to support your music, your projects, you have to make it worth whatever we'll be spending. So
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
And then you just mentioned a few names. Who would you say because people will complain, or people will just say, in the entertainment business, you have no friends, you have to watch your back. Would you say you have any best friend or close friend you can confide in, or that you can really talk to when you have things going on other than the entertainment?
You mean in the music industry?
Do you have like a favorite artist who's also in the entertainment industry that you very close, that you can call your friend?
Yeah. So friends, yeah, definitely, for as long as I have been, in the game, I've definitely got some friends along the way. I met some people that I never want to meet again, but I also met some people that are genuine and just good people.
Yeah,
So yeah, and that's with artists, DJs, promoters, people just all around. I really met some good people in the industry. But like I was saying though, the industry, they only love you when you popping. That's when people want to come around, everybody want to do collabs with you, and everybody want to,
yeah,
uh be with what's popping. But when you're not popping, sometimes you cool down and you notice people start slipping off. The music industry is very fickle.
yeah.
So that just comes along with the game, and for me, I really don't, get into too much industry type of friendship or getting involved with different cliques and being a part of, oh, okay, well, this is my crew and I'm not dealing with nobody else. Like, nah, I deal with everybody. As long as I've dealt with you and your business is professional and you good, I'm cool with you. I don't got any problem with anybody. We all could work. We could do whatever. We could create, make music, do business. I'm
Mm-hmm.
cool with everybody. Even though, few people can be felt with me sometimes, because of the G that one didn't
I
be
know
felt
it,
me.
right? That the only
Yeah,
problem.
you know what I mean? But I don't be dissing nobody. At least I don't be trying to. So, but no, on the real, besides that though, I'm good with everybody, man. I'm good with everybody. I may not be buddy buddy with everybody, but I'm good with everybody.
Yeah, but the whole cheese thing, I think it's just creativity and just art. So it's part of it. It's not a big deal, but
Right, right.
people seem to put in their feelings now.
Yeah. Exactly. People be hurt sometimes. I'll be like, man, I don't even mean it like that. I'm just passing along the information.
I know, right? So of all the people you have worked with, which one would you say is your favorite and your least favorite? Or
My favorite and least favorite, you mean as far as artists?
yeah, that you have collaborated with, whether they feature you or you feature them, or
Uh wow, man. Who was my favorite, man? I mean, obviously, me and Fofo. This is just the first. Obviously, he would be like the first because he's my brother, and we've been doing this for a long time. But besides him, right? Revolution. Me and Revolution had special bond. We had a special connection that was deeper than just music. And therefore the music was just even great, when we did music together. So that's one of the artists who yeah, like that was one of my favorite artists to work with because our energy was just boom boom whenever we got in the studio it was just like magic. We didn't have to think about it. So yeah, Revel is definitely one. Another artist too, Pills. Shout out to my homegirl Pills, man. It's so go queen, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. Me and Pills, our working relationship is dope. Like when we get in the studio, we make some magic happen. So yeah, that's just to name a few. But there's a lot of artists that I've worked with that, they've been very,
what's the
very
least
dope.
favorite?
My least favorite. Who? Yeah, who?
I already called it.
They
You already called your
They plenty. I
favorite
won't
name,
lie to you.
so you
Yeah,
did
yeah, that's
call.
my favorite. But they plenty. I don't even know who's that. Who will be my one of my least favorite artists to work with? Man, I don't know. I haven't really had too many bad experiences. I'm just keeping it real because I'm the type of person, right? I'm the type of artist, right? Everybody knows me as far as people in the industry, like different artists that I've worked with. They know that I'm the life when it comes to the studio session. When I walk into the studio, I don't even have to say a word, and that place is gonna light up. Because I'm about to bring, I'm bringing that energy. So it's hard for me to be in a session with somebody and they don't give their full output. No, what I'm gonna be giving my full output, so it's gonna make you give the full output. So I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be cheesy or anything, but I just there's not too many artists that I've worked with that I haven't really enjoyed working with, man. I'm trying to think, and it don't feel like I want to throw nobody under the bus. I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it real. Like it's not too many artists, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot. I will have to think about that some more.
Yeah. And then the next interview we can know.
Yeah. Wait, the next interview we gonna come back to it.
Okay. Where do you hope to see Liberian music, let's say in the next 5 years?
Winning Grammys, getting #1 on the world Billboard charts,
Mhm.
getting the BET Awards, MTV Awards, more international shows, stadium size shows. Like just how we do here in Liberia. That's why I see Liberian music, That's why I see Liberian music being on movies and Netflix like it already is. Liberian movies playing in Netflix. The other day, I just heard I just seen a Nigerian. It was not a Nigerian movie, but it was a Caribbean type of movie. With a lot of American actors, European actors, and they had a Liberian song playing in it. That's
Mhm.
progress. That artist got paid for that song. Well, hopefully they did. They own their publishing. Every time that movie is played, they get money. So that's when I'm thinking Liberian music could be in the next 5 years for real.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's good when you can speak things into the atmosphere and speak positivity into the atmosphere. I believe that it can happen because we got people like
Right.
artists who are there working hard and being creative. So for me, it's the same. That's what I wish to see for Liberian um, artists and the entire Liberian entertainment, whether it's movies, music, comedy.
Yeah.
I want to see out there and want to see
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
doing your thing. Okay, so we'll play a short game. We'll do the word as song association. So it's with the word thing. I'll give you one
Okay.
word, and then you have 5 seconds to either sing, not to, but you either sing it in a song, but it doesn't have to be long, or you can give me the song title that got that word in it.
Okay. Okay. All right. I got you.
So for example, let me get okay. So this is just example. Let me
All
find one.
right.
Okay. So G's, let's do it simple.
Okay. G's. You not know the G's?
1 point. The other one.
Okay.
Okay, so playing for real, I'll give you five. Um, so we just do 5 words. All
All
right,
right.
let's do hello. Five,
Uh. Okay. Hello. Hello.
three.
Hello. That's CIC, right? Isn't that CIC song?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Two.
That's CIC. That's hello.
Which
I
hello?
think it's called hello or good morning or
Good
something like that.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good morning. Okay. Okay. All right.
that's
Good.
one.
Good. Good.
All right. The second one, let's say bad.
Bad.
Mhm.
Uh. Bad. I don't know. They got plenty of bad now. Um.
And it's
Yeah.
not
I
limited
don't.
to like grand music.
Oh, it's not limited to Liberian music.
Mhm.
Uh. Bad. I don't know. I don't know which.
Four, three, two, one.
Yeah. I don't know that one.
Pam. We are 2 points. The other one is simple love.
Okay. Love. I don't know though. Can you give like a whole sentence? Like it just
No, so you
like
just so for example, so you just want a song that got love in it. So like we need
okay,
that I will always love you. You can either just select the song title or you sing it if you don't know the song title.
okay. Love,
Mhm.
love. Okay, love. That was Stunner. Stunner had a song, the Lovell song. That's is that it by Stunner? Love all by Stunner.
Yeah, baby oh, baby oh,
Oh yeah. I'm thinking
I love you. It got love in it too.
they got love in it too, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole different vibe. I'm thinking. Okay, love. Yeah, right now I'm plenty points, so I only get one.
All
Love. I don't know. That's kind of hard. It's just one word. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to get with just one word.
let's do this one. Vic-
Which one?
victory.
Oh, victory. Yeah, that's just victory. You know,
Mhm.
they let me out the cage. It was victory.
Hey.
I threw my hands high. It was victory. Yeah, that's cozy and full.
You see, now. All right, the last word. Let me do something simple. The THE, the. Okay.
The
Mhm.
um the I don't know. There's a few words with the in it, like uh the Holy Ghost fire, like you know what I mean? Like yeah, for real, like yo.
Okay. All right. So the last one, not working, but I'll call 3 artists' names, and you can only describe them in one word.
Okay.
Kamikaze.
You said who? Takunje?
Mhm.
Hip Cool.
Nice. Pills.
Mm. Queen.
Amazing. Bakiro.
The Nimakante Glugon. I mean that ain't one word, but I mean, hey, I just got
Yeah. All right. Do you have any parting comments? We're about to go, and thank you again for your any before.
Look, man, all I want to say is go out there and stream the Victory EP.
Yeah.
You know, is all over anywhere you can find it. You know, all the different digital platforms is everywhere. CO.Z and Fofo. The bomb is all over. You know, anywhere you check it is there. Liberians around the world, Africans around the world. Let's love each other. You know, let's keep on supporting one another. Make sure the music gets out to the world. Make sure the entertainment gets out to the world. You know, and thank you for having me again. It's been a pleasure. You know, you're always reaching out, and you know, I'm always reaching out to you too. So I appreciate the invitation.
Yeah.
And anytime we can do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you, but thank you so much, Kosi, for always answering, and thank you for being here. I wish you all the best. Congratulations on your new project. I wish you all the best. We'll continue to try our best to support and share the music and do what we can in our own way. Thank you so much. And I know it's already nighttime for you. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you. You
All
do too. Be safe.
right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
If you had 24 hours to live, just think, who would you call? What would you do? Who would you screw? And what would your last